going on, MD? We're here in New Haven, 5 weeks out from the Olympia, and we're gonna do some back training.
What's up, guys? Jose Raymond here, lucky enough to come down to Montanari Brothers Gold and train with the Ox himself, Evan Centopani. I knew this was going to be a hell of a workout. We trained sort of similar. So, and anyone who knows Evan, he's a thinking man's bodybuilder. So, even though I've been doing this 20 years, I can always learn something. Who better than to learn from than Evan? So, we had a hell of a workout. Hope you enjoy it. We're gonna go eat and grow some muscles.
We made the decision to start with barbell rows today. Usually, I feel like I approach it one of two ways. Either I do something more of an isolation movement first, and in an attempt to kind of pre-exhaust the lats or pre-exhaust the traps before moving on to like a more of a compound movement.
I like these older bars. You don't need
the best bars.
They're all a little bit of rust on this, so they don't slide around.
They're all old Texas power bars. These bars are probably 20 plus years old. Not one of them's bent.
Yeah, and they're a little thinner.
Yep.
Thinner grip.
New bars from China, stuff, a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Junk.
The big shiny ones.
Shit. Two, three. How's the gym that you train at your home?
Not like this. It was a gold. It was beautiful when they moved locations. Mm-hmm. They had one room about the size of this room just for legs.
Wow.
It was awesome. But the lease ran out or whatever.
That was the place that your buddy was talking about?
Yeah. No. The original was in Everett in the city. It's an old warehouse.
That was the one that
DeMeo, Matarazzo. Yeah. They all trained there. That was a good one. There was one in Malden they all trained at too. More of a powerlifting type of place. But they're all trying to get away from it. These places are dinosaurs. You know? I love it. I feel like a clown walking around my gym.
It's horrible. You feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. I can't wear a tank top. There's certain days the owner of the gym will be like, no tank tops today. We got a lot of women coming in.
Why? It's not like you walk around and act like an animal, you know what I mean?
He's like, all your veins and shit. We can't. What? I mean, I get veins when I'm fat. It doesn't matter. Let's go. Nice. I should be able to get 8 good reps. If they're too ugly, I'll just put it down. But that felt good.
Did feel good, right?
I do like 4 or 5 sets of pullovers. And I'll do like 4 or 5 sets of pull-ups.
Nice when you start with it, right?
Yeah. Feels a lot better. I'm just usually scared to, you know?
I'll tell you the truth. Even some days I start with deadlifts, it's less dangerous. But I think it's safer because all those muscles in your back aren't fatigued yet.
Right.
So I think you're less likely to use muscles that you're not supposed to.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense. That's why I wanted to train with you. You're a thinker. As Evan said, I normally pre-fatigue, pre-exhaust. I usually start with pullover, some type of cable pullover to warm up thoroughly. But today was a nice change. Training with the Ox, his warm-up is almost my working set. So I had to up my game a little bit.
Bullshit.
And well, you know, our first warm-up set was with 2 plates.
Yeah. And what, you went up to 4 plates?
It was rare to me, but I actually was able to do it, so it was good, and I was stronger throughout the exercise than maybe I would have normally been. Your triceps striated here around? Yeah, right?
I could be fat.
Everyone's got that. My right quad is striated here. Even when I'm fat.
Recently, this one's always feathered. Like this shit is like that, kind of year round.
I've been like the same thing. This one. It's even when I'm super fat.
So it's like that.
Yeah. I can't get the left one to come in. I'm trying. It's starting to get.
Yeah.
Some little ones.
Is there?
It's not the same though. It's funny to me how some people, like even Phil Heath, his legs are awesome. They came up great, but they're not striated. His glutes are.
They have great separation.
Right, like Flex Lewis.
Yes.
Same thing, real deep separation.
Whereas Kai Green's got a lot of feathering, right?
Right. I'm more like Kai. They don't separate like that, but
Mine used to separate more, but not be as feathered. Now, they feather out more,
I'm not as.
but it takes a little more, it seems like, to get them separated.
That's because you put more and
I
more
think
muscle.
I press more and heavier.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. The people that are super strong and use a lot of weight have more dense, feathered
Density,
muscle.
but not as separated.
Right, like a branch or a cod.
Yep. Come on, 5. Come on. 8. Keep going. Yep. 10. 2 more. Up. Strong set.
I know I am. At this stage of the game, wherever I go, there's at least some douchebag that knows me. Like, wait a minute. Not De La Rosa, you're and I'm like, no, I'm not De La Rosa.
Next, we decided to do assisted pull-ups because we wanted to look extra sissy.
Because Evan's near 300 pounds and can't really do pull-ups.
Because it looks extra hardcore. No, I don't know. I did them a few years ago, before I did the nationals, and I felt like they actually did help bring out my lats, especially lower, like the lower insertions. And I don't know. I got a really good feel. Do you like them?
I loved it. You know, as opposed to using more arm, bicep, and other muscles to hoist yourself up, you're able to focus more on the lower lat and the way we were doing it. If you watch Evan, he's a little taller, so his range of motion was greater. He was able to get his hands almost all the way down to his ribs and really squeeze that lower lats. And I was trying to mimic the same thing, and I love the feel of it. It's kind of like using a pull down, but lighter. A lighter pull down and really able to contract. It's certainly more beneficial to the lats than just pull-ups, I would say. I don't really worry about too much, This year, the New York Pro that I won last year, all in 1 week. I won, signed with MD, signed with MHP, lost my house, my car died.
What do you mean lost your house?
It was taken. I had owned it for 8 years, and then I got behind and tried to do like a, not a refi, but a modification.
Right.
And Wells Fargo just had no part of it. They took it. I got home from the New York Pro. There was an auction on my front lawn. I paid $336, put 100 into it. It sold at auction for $190.
Oh.
I was like, all right. I didn't even stress. I was like, hey, what am I going to do? Can't get it back now.
Wow. Yeah, so you don't sweat much. If you don't sweat that, you don't sweat much.
No, exactly. That was the highlight of my life. And I dealt with it. I'm like, I guess, shit that really matters is your baby. Your little girl.
Yeah.
That's something that'll stress you. Not a friggin' house or a car. You can recoup that shit.
Yeah.
Real life shit. It's family. A little nauseous.